Hello again, dear students. I'm very happy to see you again, and I'm very glad to present another lesson for you. So today's lesson will be on vocabulary, and this lesson has something to do with previous lessons. If you still remember, we have already studied linking words. We have studied linking words that express addition, also linking words that express contrast, cause effect, and purpose. Today we'll move on to another group of linking words which are used to express another function, which is concession. So the objective of this lesson, so when we finish this lesson, you will be able to know what is concession and what are the linking words we can use to express this function. So in order to do that, I have a picture here. This is a celebrity. It means he is a very famous man. I wonder if you know him. His name is Taha Hussein. And Taha Hussein was an Egyptian writer. And what is special about this man? See, he's wearing these glasses because he was blind. Blind. It means he didn't have ability to see. So do you think it is easy for a blind person to become a writer? Of course it is not. But in Taha Hussein's case, it was completely different. So how can we express this situation? We can express it using one of the following linking words. 1, 2, 3. And by the way, there are many other linking words we can use to express concession. But in today's video, I'm going to concentrate on although, in spite of, and despite. Okay, so we try to make the videos as short as possible, just to make you have access to them. All right, so let's continue. So Taha Hussein was blind, and he became a famous writer. Okay, so what can we say using the linking word although? Although Taha Hussein was blind, he became a famous writer. Although Taha Hussein was blind, he became a famous writer. Normally, it is not easy for somebody who is blind to become a famous writer, but although Taha Hussein was blind, he became a famous writer. See, now we can replace the linking word although with in spite of or despite. So how can we use that? So I invite you to look at the examples below and try to find a difference between using although and despite. So Taha Hussein became a famous writer despite his blindness. Taha Hussein became a famous writer despite his blindness. So blindness is a noun, blind, adjective. So the difference between despite and although is followed by a subject, a verb, and a complement. See? What about despite? Is there a subject, a verb, and a complement? No. So it is followed by a noun phrase. Now although plus sentence plus subject, verb, and complement, despite plus a noun phrase. Now Taha Hussein became a famous writer in spite of his blindness. So in spite of can be followed by a noun phrase, or Taha Hussein became a famous writer in spite of being blind. Being verb plus ing. So this form is called a gerund. So let's recapitulate this again. So in order to express concession, we can use one of the three following linking words. Although, despite, in spite of. Although is followed by subject, verb, complement. Despite is followed by noun or noun phrase. In spite of can be followed by a noun or noun phrase or by a gerund. And what is a gerund? Verb, ing. Now practice. Fill in the blanks with although, despite, or in spite of. Jalal refuses to stay at home, having a bad flu. Jalal refuses to stay at home, having a bad flu. Great. So here you can see that we have a gerund. This means normally we have to go to in spite of. So Jalal refuses to stay at home in spite of having a bad flu. 2. Students continue to study. Schools are closed because of the coronavirus pandemic. Nice. So although students continue to study, Although schools are closed because of the coronavirus pandemic. Great. Now Mr. Wilson still practices sport early in the morning. His old age. Noun phrase. So in that case, if you use despite is correct, if you use in spite of is correct, because both of them can be followed by a noun phrase. So Mr. Wilson practices sport early in the morning despite or in spite of his old age. Thank you.